guys, this is Lord Chael speaking on behalf of our show sponsor, Established Titles. Established Titles is a project based on a Scottish custom where landowners are referred to as lords and ladies. They allow you to buy as little as 1 square foot of dedicated land so you can officially call yourself a lord or a lady. Established Titles is not just about your ego. You also get to do some good. In addition to your new fancy title, Established Titles supports global charities like One Tree Planet and Trees for the Future to help with the afforestation effort. Your title pack gets you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land in a private estate in Scotland. Your certificate features a unique plot number where you can see the exact location of your land. And right now, Established Titles is holding 200 plots of land right next to mine. So come join me in the Bad Guy Inc. Kingdom. Getting this certificate even allows you to officially change your name to Lord or Lady. Put it on your credit card, put it on your plane tickets, or if you're so inclined, put it on your dating profile. Makes for a great last-minute gift, and there's even couples packs that come with adjoining plots of land. Established Titles is having a great limited-time sale. Go to establishedtitles.com/Chael to save 10% off today. Remember to use the promo code Chael, or just click on the link below. Prohaska and Glover flew out to New York. Media mecca of the world, right? Big fight coming up, world title fight and rematch in a month away in Las Vegas. And so they go out to the Mecca. And they get put on the docket. So they get brought together. And Prohaska's not from here, isn't that right? Prohaska represents and lives in a different country. So it's some work to get a guy here. I mean, it's a process. Glover's not too far away. He's up there in Connecticut. Watersbury, I think it's called, Connecticut. You could drive in 2 hours. So they get out there and they come face to face. And Prohaska's got a different hairdo. Right, like Prohaska's always got, I think he calls it a samurai hairdo or something like this. The guy in Bloodsport had a similar hairdo, but it comes down in the back and it's shorter on top. He's got this full head of hair. And so I didn't know it was him. I had to read the caption, had a beard. Quite frankly, looked very handsome. I just didn't know it was him. So anyway, these guys come face to face. And so they stood there and they were looking at each other. They were face to face and they were both standing there and they had their eyes open. There's cameras everywhere. And so they were standing there. And I haven't the foggiest idea what I was waiting for. I don't know why when this got over, I felt as though I got shortchanged or duped. I don't know what I thought going in. So they've got this fight. And then they went and stood in front of each other like they were close. It's called a face-off. And then I guess they go home. I guess. Or maybe you go back to the hotel. That was their press conference. Media, I mean, God, they're media everywhere. You ever been to New York? I mean, it's really actually quite difficult to relate to, particularly for me, small town guy. I'm out here in West Lynn. I'm out here in God's country, the greatest city in the world. We don't have a lot of media. And so these two, I mean, they got a history. They got a past. Glover didn't have to beat him. Glover just had to beat the clock. He was 30 seconds away from being the champion of Prohaska in the rearview mirror. There is a story to be told, but believe me, it wasn't. When called upon, they stood there. Both of them, they just stood there. They were looking at each other. And so I got to look at the caption a little closer. Again, in all fairness to Prohaska, he looks very handsome with a nice head of hair. I've gone the other way. I lost a bet. My junior year in high school, before my senior year, I lost a bet. I had to shave my head. I will tell you, some people do not look good bald. I would go into that category. And Prohaska looked very handsome. I must give him that, but I had to look at who it was. I had to be told. I had to see a caption. A guy looked different. We've seen guys do that. Charles Oliveira used to do this. Charles Oliveira beat everybody in the world up. The only problem was you didn't know who he was. He'd come out with dark hair and then he'd bleach his hair. He'd have no glasses and he'd come to the press conference looking like Clark Kent. You don't know who he is. And one second he's in a tap-out shirt, the next one he's in a suit. I mean, he cleaned up very nicely, but when you're trying to get over who you are, it's very important that you follow the Ben Matlock method, where you're wearing the same thing at all times with your hair done the same way at all times. You don't put on the fake glasses and nose, you don't put on a beard. I mean, we see these types of things. That's okay. It might even be part of his gimmick. Maybe this is part of the Prohaska gimmick. Because I know he works his hair in there in some fashion, right? I mean, it's very noticeable. But I didn't know who it was. I had to be told who it was. These guys are going to fight in a month. He didn't bring the belt. A lot of times a champion brings the belt, and I know Glover, and Glover's standing there with him, and I can just keep going and telling you about this, but they flew in. There's a hotel situation. Somebody's got to get them there, right? I mean, there's cars and there's some logistics, and they went and waited, and somebody called their name, and they stood up, and then they were staring at each other. And the most annoying waste of time that I've ever had. I mean, I truly believe this. Like that would be a very subjective term, and then you're also captive to your own memory. But my sister told me a joke. And it was about this kid with pink golf balls. You guys ever heard this one? Kid's going to be 13 years old. His father says, what would you like for your birthday? And the kid says, I'd like a box of pink golf balls. So the birthday rolls around. So the father gives him his present. It's a box of pink golf balls. And the kid goes outside to play, and when he comes back, the golf balls are gone. And his dad said, what'd you do with the golf balls? And the kid says, well, I'll tell you later, Dad. So the next year for his birthday, when it rolls around, father asked his son, what would you like for your birthday? He says, I like a box of pink golf balls. Birthday comes, and he opens the present, and sure enough, it's a box of pink golf balls. The kid goes out and play. Comes back, and all the golf balls are gone. Dad says, what'd you do with the pink golf balls? And the kid says, oh, well, I'll tell you later, Dad. So this happens again, and now again he's going to be 16, his sweet 16. His father says, what would you like for your birthday, son? The son says, Dad, I would like a box of pink golf balls. The dad says, you know what, we've been doing that for years. It's your 16th birthday. I'd really like to make it special. Is there anything more, something more grand that you'd like for your birthday, like maybe a car or a truck? The son says, yeah, Dad, I would love a truck. And I would love if you filled the bed full of pink golf balls. Sure enough, 16 years old, Dad pulls in the driveway. He's got him a pickup truck. Filled the bed up with pink golf balls. Kid goes out for a drive. He comes back. All the golf balls are gone. His dad says, what'd you do with the pink golf balls? And the kid says, oh, well, I'll tell you later, Dad. So he does this at 17 and 18 and 19. Now, my sister didn't show me the grace that I just showed you to say 17 and 18 and 19. She actually did it for 17, and then she actually did the whole thing for 18. Then she does the whole thing for 19. And then she tells me, around the 20-year mark, father gets a phone call. It's the hospital. Said, your son's wrecked that beautiful truck you got him, and it doesn't look good. You'd better get down here. So the father rushes to the hospital, and he's at the bedside with his son. The son's not doing very well. The father says, son, if this is the last time I talk to you, I got to know after all of these years, what did you do with those pink golf balls? And the son looked at his father. He took his hand, and he said, well, and then he died. And that's supposed to be funny. Like my sister who took me along this journey, similar as I just did to you, that's supposed to be funny, to leave me hanging so that I never know. And I thought that was amongst the biggest waste of times that I ever had. And then I saw the press conference for Glover and Jiri. They got called upon. They walked up there. Called a step and repeat. Any of you that have taken marketing, it's called a step and repeat. You put it behind them, right, and it says UFC on it. It stands for Ultimate Fighting Championship. And there's this guy and there's this other guy, and they were standing there staring at each other.